We have all been there. You join a critical digital meeting, and instead of routing quietly to your headset, the private call blasts out of your laptop's open speakers for the entire room to hear. To prevent that scenario, we must stop relying on simply plugging devices in and establish strict, predictable rules for exactly where Windows 11 sends and receives your audio. Before opening any software menus, verify your physical hardware. Ensure your external speakers, your dedicated microphones, and wireless headsets are physically connected to the machine or fully powered on. Modern operating systems apply these routing protocols immediately. Any changes we make today take effect the moment you click, bypassing the need for a system reboot. Taking control of your audio means executing a clear software mandate, guaranteeing your private communications stay private and your media functions flawlessly. This is the Windows 11 Settings panel. We access our audio command center by selecting System from the sidebar, then clicking directly into Sound. The top of this interface displays your output list. This acts as the primary registry, displaying your non-Bluetooth sound devices, including wired speakers, USB headsets, and standard wireless receivers. If you are trying to route audio to a Bluetooth headset, you will likely notice it is missing from this primary list. To fix that visibility error, select Bluetooth and Devices. You must successfully pair and verify your wireless headset here before the main sound registry can recognize it. Device visibility within the correct system menu is the absolute prerequisite. Once your hardware populates in the list, we can begin issuing routing commands. Clicking into a specific device brings up this Properties page. Right under the General tab is the Set as Default Sound Device drop-down menu. This logical flowchart shows how Windows splits your PC's audio signal into two separate streams, one for communications and another for general media. Selecting Use as Default for audio pushes standard media straight through that hardware channel. Selecting Use as Default for communications isolates your voice over IP applications, sending those voices to a dedicated device like your headset. Enforcing this separation prevents sensitive professional conversations from bleeding into your generalized environment speakers. Scrolling further down the device interface brings us to the Audio Format drop-down menu and the interactive Test button. This setting dictates your acoustic quality ceiling. The options available here depend entirely on the physical specifications of your connected hardware. To confirm your routing path is active, click that Test button to fire an immediate signal through your selected output. You should hear a clear, stereo chime verifying that the data is flowing correctly through the hardware. Theoretical software configuration means absolutely nothing until you hear that empirical, auditory verification of the final output signal. Now that the output is secure, navigate back to the main sound menu and locate the Input section to configure your microphone. The exact same bifurcation rules apply here. Select your preferred microphone and assign its default status for either general recording or specialized communications. This is the Microphone Properties menu, featuring an active diagnostic tool, the horizontal input volume meter and slider. Perform a live vocal test by speaking at your normal volume. As you talk, watch the blue indicator spike and fall along the visual meter. A fluctuating visual meter provides the definitive proof that your input vector is fully secured and actively capturing the audio in your local environment. With your input and output matrices mapped and verified, your configuration is complete. You can now safely exit the settings interface. Because these rules integrate seamlessly, your devices will hold these exact routing paths for your next task without a system restart. This title card links to our troubleshooting guide for the edge cases where your configured speakers still produce no audio, signaling a deeper hardware or driver fault rather than a settings error. Click that recommended link to resolve those complex signal failures and restore audio playback to your external hardware. For any escalated issues, you can reach out to our team through social media or start your own post on the Dell Community Forum for dedicated support. Mastering these primary routing settings secures your hardware, ensuring predictable, chaos-free control over your digital workspace. Thanks for watching.